This is Jesús, Manuel, Mena, Garza. I hope you're having a great day. Today, I'm doing something fun for myself. I'm just going to go over what I have in my camera bag and sharing that with you. You may have similar stuff in your camera bag, or you may not. I'm going to try to detail why I have that stuff, that camera equipment and those cameras in my camera bag. So this may be of use to you in determining what you're going to put in your camera bag. First of all, let's look at my camera bag. Here it is. It's a Lowepro BP300AW. I got this about a year ago, 9 months ago. It's a nice backpack. It typically sells for about 120 bucks at Best Buy and other retailers. But I got a really good deal at Fry's Electronics. I told them to match a certain price that was on sale, and they did. It was 60 bucks. So they sold it to me for 60 bucks. So it was a good deal. I'm always looking for a good deal. What I've added to this unit to make it more comfortable for me, because it's not very good as a backpack, to be very straightforward with you. If I was to do this all over again, for this 59 bucks, I can't complain. 60 bucks, I can't complain. But I would get partitions, you know, little partitions that you put inside a regular, serious backpack, and use those in a backpack. So instead of this, because this is a poor backpack. It is designed to be only carried a little bit. So like if you're traveling quite a bit, like when I was in Cancun, or when I was in California, when I was in the Rockies, etc., or in Arizona in the mountains and stuff, I took this along and it hurt because the straps here are pretty poor. They're not high quality, backpacking straps. So I had to add this little padding here recently, and I got these at REI on sale, and they make it a little bit better. But they're still, this backpack doesn't function very well. It's basically a bag, okay? I also added this little pad here on the handle. That's a Samsonite little pad. Oh, and it works out quite nicely to add a little comfort. Let me see, what brand is this? This is called Timbuk2. It's a Timbuk2. I got two of these, and they're on sale for like 8 bucks. Typically, they sell for like 30 bucks each. And I got it again from my local REI. This has a area where you can put your tripod. It has a little pouch and also a rain fly. It's nice. I like it. It also has this area in the front where you can strap like a jacket on a day that turned out not to be as cool as warm as cool as you thought, and it became warmer, and you could just put your jacket right here. It has quite a few zippers. So let's open it up and see what we got. And you can check this out on my YouTube blog to see what I got and stuff like that. So this has a pouch here. In my pouch I have my Nikon and also my Panasonic manuals, the brief versions of them. In this pouch here I have my X-Rite gray card, and it also has a color chart. Let me open this up. Also has a color chart. I really don't use it that much, to be honest with you. If I was doing product photography, more like I used to do in the past, this would have been very useful, because when you're selling a widget that's a subtle gray tone and not tan, you want to make sure it's that gray tone and not tan. So using a color chart when you're taking a picture is very, very important, and calculating your calibrating your monitor and stuff like that. So that's what I keep in there. Also has this small rig adapter for my viewer, my monitor on my camera, so I can, on those days that it's very, very bright, I could keep a flare at bay. This is one of my straps. Typically, most of my cameras, especially my Panasonic, I take the strap off it. It can go right here. So this is my Lumix G85, Panasonic Lumix G85. Why did I buy this camera? Essentially, I bought it because it's 4K, shoots 4K, and it shoots very good 4K. Good enough for YouTube for sure. Is it cinematic quality? It can be if you're, a professional and you have, you have a good colorist and you have a good person for lights and another person for sound, and you can do quite a bit of good stuff. For documentary photography work, it's very, very good, I think. And I love the zoom lens, and it's a very sharp lens. It's before I bought it, I made sure to check out the reviews for the 12 to 60 Lumix lens, and it was very sharp indeed. Another big function I like is the fact that this monitor, I can turn it around. So when I'm shooting YouTube videos, I can see what I'm doing, because I rarely look at the eyepiece. So again, I bought this because it's lightweight, small, shoots 4K, has that monitor that swivels and tilts, and is state-of-the-art essentially at this time, until they come out with the G90, G895, who knows what. So I love this camera. I have another camera. This is my old school Nikon D800. Very excellent performance in low light. I use this quite a bit for landscapes and people pictures. It has a 50mm f1.4 lens, so it's very good in low light. Using a prime lens on a high quality camera like this Nikon D800, which has I think 36 megapixels, is required. You have to have a good lens to work with a good sensor. My Lumix only has 16 megapixels, half of what this has. Less than half. So you've got to get a good lens, because it's like putting the transmission of a Yugo in a Mercedes. It doesn't work. It sort of screws everything up. Okay, so you got to have a good lens. So a good sharp lens, combination with a good camera. This is excellent. I've shot photographs for exhibitions that have been exhibited, in different countries in the United States with this camera. It's a high quality camera. I really like it. And both of my cameras have Arca-Swiss plates on. This one I put an Arca-Swiss plate that I purchased on Amazon. And it works very nice. I can put it in the vertical position or the horizontal position. Again, the main reason I use this camera because it takes high resolution pictures and it has excellent low light capability. If you like that, that's important to you, you can do it. It's the limitations that this has, it only shoots HD. Okay, it only shoots HD, but it shoots a very nice HD. It has incredible bokeh when I use it at f1.4. Amazing photographs. I currently have ordered a cleaning kit because I got to clean that sensor. It's gotten these sensors are notorious for getting a little oily and dirty. Even though I don't even take the lens off, there's the splatter inside. I got to clean the sensor. So hopefully that works out perfectly. I don't scratch it. So this is part of the strap for the Lumix. For my Lumix, I got a little Rode Video Micro. This doesn't require a battery. This just is plug and play. It is good sound. Not great sound, but very good sound. I have no problems with it. Doing interviews, I point the mic towards me on the camera sometimes when I'm shooting something out there, or I point it towards the subject. Sometimes I put the mic a certain distance away and have my camera at wide angle outdoors, and it comes out very nice. As long as you're not in a room that has a lot of echo, it works perfectly. Again, the quality is very good. It's not great. It's not great. It's not a $200, $500 microphone. This is only a $60 mic, but it's for the price. I have no complaints. This wind muff was thrown in. Typically, that's the price that you pay for the wind muff on another microphone that you get this whole kit for. So it's a great deal. I really love it. I use it a lot. This is one of my latest purchases. This is a a tripod. This is a tripod that also becomes, I think it's Altura. I'll put a bit of text under this. And it's a hand grip that also turns into a tripod. I placed this little small receiver for Arca-Swiss plates on it. Now it's very nice, and it's very, very small little Arca-Swiss plate. I did a piece on this one, so it works very nicely. And of course, it moves and shifts and does all that sort of stuff. It on that axis. So this is very functional. It has a bit of a stripe here that hurt. You know, it's not perfectly smooth, but then again, you didn't pay that perfect price for it. So this is plastic. It's not magnesium coated in this beautiful, you know, pebble grain, you know, rubber or something. This is just a simple device, but it works perfectly for me. The plate, that Arca-Swiss plate that I have on my Lumix, I can slide back and forth so I can give it a little bit better balance on this unit. So this has an Arca-Swiss plate. My tripod has an Arca-Swiss plate. Both my cameras have Arca-Swiss plates, so I can use them all over the place. I wouldn't put my Nikon on this. It's not designed for running, gun fun, whatever you want to call it. It's too heavy. What else do I have here? Let me show you something I got at a bargain at the local pawn shop for like 30 bucks. I read all the reviews on it before I bought it, and it was reviewed very highly as very sharp. It's cheaply made, but it's very sharp. So, you know, what would you rather have? Something perfectly made with poor lens quality, or something with high lens quality and cheaply made? I'd rather have something cheaply made. So this is some cheap little lens. It's a 28 to 80, 3.3 to 5.6 G lens. And this is for my full frame Nikon. It goes from 28 to 80. I've actually shot some pictures with it, and I'm impressed by the sharpness. It is very, very good. You could spend $1,700 on a nice Nikkor f2.8 zoom lens, but I'm a cheapskate. And I don't use zooms that much, you know, to be honest with you. I'm not a working professional anymore. I'm no longer shooting my Hasselblads and 4x5. I just do this for fun. So it's a nice cheap lens. It weighs nothing. And again, it's not very, the zoom moves when you don't do things right. So you have to be careful with it. I bought the lens hood online for like about $8, and it works very nicely. I bought it on Amazon. This is where I keep my SD cards. I have plenty of those. They're all typically rated at 150 megabytes per second. Some are 90 megabytes for my Nikon, but most of them are 150 megabytes, 64 and 32s, and I have some old 16s megabytes. Here I have my chargers for my Lumix, which came with the camera, and also I bought one aftermarket that plugs in via USB and also to my AC. And with this, I got a couple extra batteries too, which are very nice. So that works out very. When you're on the road, you got to charge your batteries. And the fact that I could charge them via DC, you know, connected to my cigarette lighter, is a bonus, don't you think? Again, you can send me an email, even call me. Don't forget, I'm retired. I don't do much. I'm not making. This is not a profit-motivated video channel. My YouTube channel is not profit-motivated. So this is my Nikon charger, and of course I have batteries and the various cables in here, so that's in here. So that's my Nikon charger stuff. What do I have here? These are my Lumix batteries, my extra Lumix batteries. I have about 2 of those. I used to have 3 for a grand total of 3. So on my other side of so we're emptying out. We did all this, and now we're doing the top part. Ingested a feather. Is that tasty? Just my odds and in my back lens caps, various USB cables and extensions. Also have SD card readers. And I got these at Office Depot, these 128 megabyte little, my wife calls them lipstick USB chargers. I mean, memory cards. What do I call them? I don't know what they call them. But these memory banks, these small memory banks, you know, this only cost me 25 bucks, 24 bucks for 128 gigs. That's a pretty good deal. I got a couple of them. So in case I'm on the road and I'm filled up all my memory cards, and that rare occasion that I would do that, I can transfer the data onto those little USB 3, you know, flash drives, flash memory, you know, things like that. Then I bought this. This is brand new. I haven't used it yet. This essentially is an adapter. This is an adapter that connects to my, this goes in my port where my battery would be in my Lumix. And then there's a little hole in the bottom. I didn't drill it, it came with the Panasonic. And I connect a power bank here. I have several power banks that are rather large, you know. And it'll allow me to keep on filming, you know, as long as I want. So if I'm doing that, shooting the sky and doing a time lapse and shooting the stars and whatever, you know, if it takes 8 hours, no problem, because I got this that charges. I mean, keeps my camera charged. These are some cheap filters that I got with my Lumix. I think they're ProMaster or something like that. Let me see. Pro Optic. And there's some generic low quality filters, but maybe one of these days I'll try them out. They came, you know, 3 filters. One was a circular polarizer, one's a UV, and one's a neutral density filter. I think it's, you know, I forget what it is. I don't really care because I don't do those cute photographs of, you know, time lapse of the ocean and make it look foggy and stuff like that. I'm not much into glamour. I'm a documentary photographer. I tend to try to shoot it as it is and represent it the best way as it is. So, and this came as part of my kit when I bought my Lumix. It's a little kit that has a blower, a small blower, and some brushes, and some tissue, stuff like that. So that's it. So that's it. What's in my low pro camera bag. I also carry my. This is a bonus. This is a bonus. I'm going to show you what's in my tripod bag. This is my Benro tripod bag. Show what's in here. Again, I have about a dozen tripods, and I've collected them over the years. Some of them I have set on the side of my living room, where I have displayed an old 5x7 camera and stuff like that. So what I have here is a small tripod, another small tripod. This one is a Coleman. It works very nicely. I used to use it for, you know, shooting YouTube videos to hold my camera like that. Works very nicely. I have this pouch that I got when I bought some pillows, not pillowcases, and I now use it just to hold this. Then I have my tripod. This is all carbon fiber, ball head on top. I have a video and I'll give you a link if you want to check it out. This is my ball head Benro tripod, Travel Angel. And finally, last but not least, inside this bag. So those are the 2 main items. I carry my backpack and my tripod, you know, bag. This is a Manfrotto, what's it called? A compact, extreme, you know, basically it has a puny little head here that for, you know, if I'm shooting selfies, I can go like this. If I want to do something a little bit farther away, I can do it. This extends quite a ways. And of course, I can take this little knob off and put that head over here, and it becomes a monopod. So my tripod, one of the legs comes off and it becomes a monopod too. So, and in the 2 pockets I have other accessories and the different odds and ends. And finally, we're almost done here. Oh my God, you're falling asleep or what? I have an Aspen mic, and I use this connected directly to the camera via a couple little cables And this video is captured via my Aspen mic to my via cables to my Lumix camera, my wife's GH5. I could have used her wireless system, but not today. It's only for YouTube. So I have this. It's an Aspen lavalier mic. And then I also have this, and I bought this little case on Amazon. And it's my Zoom H1. I can connect this lav to this, and the sound is extraordinary. It's very high quality. You get audio from your camera, as you very well know. You very well know this. And you superimpose this over it. You delete that, and you place this over it. And there's a process in photo editing, nonlinear editing software that allows you to do that readily. So that's my backpack, my tripod pack, and my little sound kit that I carry typically with me. If I'm going backpacking, I only carry, my camera bag. I might even take out either my Lumix or my Nikon. If I'm going to do some landscapes and I want some super high resolution images, I'll just use my Nikon. If I'm going to shoot some video, I'll make sure to take my Lumix because that's better on using video. So this has been Jesús Manuel Mena Garza. Don't forget to check out my YouTube website, my Amazon website. It's youtube.jmmgarza.com. Please check it out. There you can see various articles and also inspect what I use and what's in my camera, what I believe in, what I spent my money on. If some people get a lot of free stuff and they review it and they go, yeah, this is A+, but they're getting it free and they're trying to get some more free stuff. I bought the stuff, online or at the camera store, and I paid their retail price. Okay, I didn't get no super discounts. I didn't get it for free like some of these other individuals. So these are when I tell you I use this stuff, and I'm cheap, by the way, I make sure I got some good stuff, okay? At least what I think is good stuff. So this has been Jesús Manuel Mena Garza. I really appreciate you checking out this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Gracias. Adios. Bye-bye.